Billionaire Bill Gates appears to be changing his tune on climate change. For years, he's been warning it was one of the greatest threats facing all of humanity, and here's a reminder.
The actual economic and death toll from climate change will be much greater than what we have with this pandemic.
You believe this is the toughest challenge humanity has ever faced?
Absolutely.
Okay, but now he's out with a new memo that reads, quote, although climate change will have serious consequences, particularly for people in the poorest countries, it will not lead to humanity's demise. People will be able to live and thrive in most places on Earth for the foreseeable future, end of quote. Kaylee, what do you make of that?
Well, now we know why Greta Thunberg has a new pet project. It's all starting to make a lot of sense. You know, this is the least surprising development ever. I think that the climate change doomerism, it was always a ploy, the real purpose of which was to drive young adults my age into leftist activism. That's all it was a vehicle for. And, you know, what's frustrating about this is Bill Gates is suddenly switching his position, but there's no new science for that, behind that. There's no new data. There's no new evidence. You don't just
take his word for it?
No, he's just suddenly switching because the incentives have changed and they're on the side of common sense. But you know what has changed as well? My generation, Gen Z, has really suffered consequences as a result of climate alarmism. There was a poll last year that found that 3 in 4 young adults say that climate change is seriously affecting the way that they view the future, including important decisions such as whether to have kids.
That's right.
So they have done generational damage with climate alarmism, and for them to now come out and say, oh, for the foreseeable future at least, you'll all be fine, it's a little bit too little too late.
And not that you're the only Gen Zer that we know on Outnumbered, but you're here today. So a quick follow-up for you. What voice matters in this then for the younger generation?
I think there are so many great groups. There's the ACC, which is doing climate work and conservation from a conservative perspective, which is trying to preserve our national parks, trying to preserve wildlife. Those are great environmental issues to get behind that don't involve doomsday climate alarmism.